And we're back to TeD Cup 10. I just got the service of War3 champions, admin Toxie, who analyzed the network connection of both of these players, and there was no spike. So maybe it was an in-game spike from Blizzard or something. But no server spike, no connection spike, no connection issue. Maybe happy is mortal after all.
Well, you know, in storytelling, in lazy writing, sometimes there is divine intervention where things just work out for a certain character and not so much for another. And if there is a day to have that happen, that is today, on the day of the Lord, and our Lord and Savior Happy today indeed in the lower bracket. Still has a chance there though. And we all know the matchup against Orc, normally the one that Happy has the biggest difficulty with, so might be a different story later on. But now we go into an entirely different matchup altogether. Night Elf versus Human. It's the Alliance fighting it out here between 15 Sway and Chaemiko.
Oh man, I'm excited for this one. 15 Sway sticks with Human, of course, with Night Elf, of course, in this matchup versus Human. And 15 Sway, what 15 Sway will show up? We haven't seen him deep diving into tournament brackets for a little bit. Kind of disappeared. Maybe had to study once again or something. As you can see, he's only 20 years old. That is the youngest pro in the Warcraft scene. And Chaemiko, what can he bring today? He fell a little off recently. Sock overtook him. We are strong on the Fortitude hype train. So Chaemiko, time to show your skills.
Yeah, elo-wise, they're very close together in rank 15 and 14. Especially Chaemiko, they're a little bit behind his potential, I'd say. However, in the last few encounters, the last 5 that the two have played, 4 of them went to Chaemiko. So there he has had a little bit better of a showing between the two players. But 15 Sway has proven that he does indeed know this matchup well and can also get a win here against the best humans in the world. And the great thing for him is he knows both sides of the matchup, doesn't he? He plays Night Elf against Human to dodge the Human Mirror, and normally plays Night Elf then against other humans. So knows this one inside out.
Okay then. Archmage, of course. Keeper, of course. This is the new version of Autumn Leaves, the updated version of Autumn Leaves. Hopefully both are familiar with that. Due to ladder, they definitely should. The more balanced version of Autumn Leaves as well. So these games are usually action-packed with either expansions or one expansions and heavy tower pushes. I don't mind either. These games super entertaining, and especially with these players, we can expect a banger again.
Chaemiko going for the first green camp at the beginning and then moving over to the corner expo. I like seeing this a lot. I feel like this is actually a bit safer, a bit better for the humans. Especially in Europe, I feel like most humans still take the center expansion. Chaemiko here rather going into the corner indeed. I used to be a big fan of instant expansion here in the past, but that always means that the Archmage's gonna have a very tough time getting to level 3. And with so much popularity being seen with mass hunts plays nowadays, I think it's understandable to hear that Chaemiko takes it a bit slower and wants to level up that Archmage a bit more.
Definitely, but that doesn't prevent the Keeper harass. Nice. Moving that peasant away, that would have been level 2. So every single kill here is Entangle, and you know what Entangle does to humans. Deny!
Whoa! Sick deny. That's actually so important to prevent that level 2. Archmage comes home to defend. The footies are kept at the expansion. Interesting. Another deny comes in here. Crucial last hits prevented for Chaemiko. Nicely done indeed, but this is very expensive in lumber. He has hardly any lumber income at the moment.
Sweet human play thus far by Chaemiko, which is what we expect. And yeah, the footmen now all healthy still, and they drive the archers away. Almost no pressure on this expo as the treants will expire. Even that hurt. Peasant gets saved to the side. Chaemiko, I'm tempted to give you a chef's kiss.
Dude, this is some amazing play. Impeccable by Chaemiko. Very impressive. If you guys were here a couple of days ago, we also saw Kaho in this matchup. He had a rough game against Foggy specifically. It was on Autumn Leaves as well. And there I was saying how important it is to react fast, to split your units properly, to take minimal damage. If that doesn't happen, then you can be in a world of trouble right away. But Chaemiko showing how it's done, dude. That was amazing. Now he's gonna get level 3.
Remo's in love again. It's always funny when you see Lin in action, when you see Chaemiko in action. There's so much appreciation for these players, and Rightfully so. Archmage level 3, that is super fast. And the Expo is up, almost safe with the Arcane Tower. I like 15 Sway's reaction to build the tree on the spot. That saves the time to waddle him over. And so we are establishing a 2-base situation.
Chaemiko again splitting his units. This is something that he seems to be doing more of nowadays. Wants to deal with this harass that's about to come in. Treant summoned. Almost stuck there behind the tower. But, well, only 2 Treants, no archers here. This seems pretty defendable for Chaemiko. Again, we have to look towards the peasants, how many go down. So far, it's only been 2 peasants, which have both been denied. This really has been an insanely good defense by Chaemiko. And again, damage minimal.
1 Treant is there, but in the shadow of the Arcane, look at how he pays attention to every single detail. Another peasant saved while using him for gold. It's just extraordinary. And guess what? Archmage finds the Hunter's Hall.
Uh-oh. That would be a painful cancel. That would delay the lowers by a lot, but there's not quite enough forces here for Chaemiko to do this. Good job also to 15 Sway, who went for the mercenary pickup. Makes it much easier to defend against elementals, especially, of course, with that Shadow Priest. One more peasant in trouble, but look at how he's microing every single peasant to its full extent. It's like he's playing a minigame. You remember those, what's it called? Like Takeshi's Castle ice skating minigames where you have to save 1 unit on low HP.
Yeah.
That's what Chaemiko's been doing. Like, so much attention to every single worker. This is,
You know what? I have another theory. You saw the Reddit thread that Pat, the creator of War 3 Booster and War 3 Arena, is working on an AI. Maybe they're making faster progress than we all thought, because that is extraordinary.
I hope that's gonna work out. Pat, of course, we all know, extremely talented. He's the guy who initially began War 3 Arena and War 3 Champions before the other part of the team took over when he retired, so to speak. Now he seems to have a new project, trying to build a strong AI with, what did he say? Machine learning, reinforcement learning, whatever.
Yeah.
And I would love to see that, dude. Can you imagine, like, a super strong open AI, like StarCraft and Dota has it? What they might be able to come up with.
Yeah, I made the joke already that it should just replay Happy Games, so it's as close as it gets, I guess. But do you know the name of the project?
No.
It's funny, because it started with War 3 Arena, right? Then we implemented War 3 Booster. Then we got War 3 Champions, so it's ABC. And that project is called War 3 Droid.
War 3 Droid? Oh, okay. I like that. Come to think of it, I think those AIs have great potential, right? Like, imagine if every single unit moves individually, kites individually, tries to block and surround individually. Honestly, like, there's so much potential to be playing better than any human ever.
Yeah.
If it works, it's gonna be fun to see.
Also, every Night Elf, Undead, and Orc ever, we don't want to raise shame the human because they're underperforming a little bit now at Remo.
Would be funny if, you know, the AI is finalized, it's super strong, and human is winning everything. Oh, would be a rough day for the humans out there.
The pie chart. Oh, the pie chart.
Alright, this game so far looking good for Chaemiko, I'd say. Picking up some items from the shop. I like that he kept the rings. Could give those over to the Panda. Panda second, by the way. I'm a big fan of Panda second. I feel like Panda second or Tinker second are the thing to go for nowadays. Lots of footies. Hold on. He's just clicking on this Tree of Life. Doesn't have Nature's Blessing. Is this enough damage? I'm not sure. But it's certainly scary.
Panda can still help. Wand of the Wind used by 15 Sway, who did the calculations. And okay, with 7 footmen, that's enough. But with 6, it's gonna be... Oh my god, no repair anymore. He's just clicking on this. Of course it costs footmen. Does this work out? More and more repair. This is so crucial. Nice to use the second charge of the Wand of the Wind on the Panda. So lots of repair time before the Wisps get out. I think he's running out of steam here, Chaemiko.
Yeah, a bit of miscalculation perhaps. This did not quite work out. He's gonna have to TP out in a moment. Archmage, is he willing to pop that Immo Potion? He is! But there's more Wisps, there's more repair. So many footies go down. Also, items had to be invested. In the end, it's not gonna work out for the kill. He killed a lot of Wisps, though. Was it worth it? I'm tempted to say no. There's also lots of experience, wasn't it? Going to Night Elf.
Panda experience, of course, a little ahead now. And that was such an important save. But also, since 15 Sway was defending, he couldn't attack. And a human on 2 bases, unattacked and unprovoked, is always scary. He's at 3 production buildings already, getting the rifle casters out. Mortars will be following. And I feel like 15 Sway needs to buy some time. He's not even at tier 3. That will come in 5 seconds. So the strong phase of the Night Elf is still 2 minutes away.
And speaking of tier 3, I wonder if that's also a possibility for Chaemiko. I am a big fan of tier 3. With the pro human players out there, it's kind of a split between them. Some like tier 3, some really don't seem to like it much. We'll see what Chaemiko is intending here soon. His lumber's looking good. So there, the option is open for him to go tier 3 and play that castle tech. But right now, we have the tier 3 advantage on the Night Elf side. And this is where 15 Sway is very strong, where he has map control. And things get a bit difficult for Chaemiko. What's his next step? Where's he gonna go? What's he gonna do?
The next step for our community is, nice deny by Chaemiko again, is to support us more. September is calling. Thank you, Lindfra, for the gifted sub, and Riza Owns for the 11-month resub. It's our birthday soon. Okay, hang in there. 1 more month, and here we go. We got the Care Bears for Riju. We got the Panda level 3. We got double mana potion, orb, and staff. This is a strong phase for 15 Sway.
I like the fact that Chaemiko didn't play too greedily here. Didn't stay at 50 supply. He's building an army right now. He's getting towards 60 and maybe beyond. I think what I like to see most from human players is stabilize on 2 bases, get your tech up, priests, orcs, all that, then go to 60, 70 supply, and then rather later go tier 3, because first you need an army to contest the map, because you will need some creeps, you will need some levels. Right now, we got a bit of a lead on the Night Elf side there.
Thank you, Specialized and Bandylog for the subs. And here we have that big fight. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire connecting well for 15 Sway. Still no level 3 Panda. He's an entire level away. But some damage done to archers. That's not too bad. Next Breath of Fire could hit hard in the backline as there's no heal scroll. All about that Panda. And I think it went to 15 Sway.
I think so too. I'm not sure. I'm too afraid to press F9. Sorry, guys.
And I think also after the, like, at 11 minutes, it's not working anymore. Because, you know, at some point, it's just full. It doesn't update anymore. Chat knows. Chat knows always. They will tell us, and it's just a matter of 10 seconds, and then we can give the rest of the chat the answer.
Yeah, Chaemiko definitely needs to get a bit more creeping done on his Panda. Level 3 would be wonderful. He's solo creeping right now. This won't quite be enough, but it's going to get him closer. Really nice game so far by Chaemiko. I think the footman attack was a bit of a whiffed try, but everything else looking fairly good so far. I'm still staring at this Archmage's inventory. These rings would go wonderful on a Panda, but hasn't given them over yet.
This double mana potion as well. So, one chatter is saying Chaemiko got the XP. I'm not sure if that's true. But yeah, the beautiful stages of late game human versus Night Elf are unfolding. We're getting the mortar teams. We also get hippos on the side of 15 Sway to work against possible gyros. Upgrades coming. And Ultra Vision unlocked. Calm before the storm, I'd call this right now.
Looks like Chaemiko is looking for the storm. He's got a big army. He's got a level 3 Panda. He's going to pick up a heal scroll. Didn't he have another one earlier? Maybe he used it. Would love to take a fight right now. He knows he has the bigger army. At least it looks like he has it right here. But also lots of supply on the Night Elf side. In we go. I think 15 Sway wasn't expecting to have to take a fight here. But now he does. And we don't have too many bears yet here, do we?
2 heal scrolls versus 1 mana potion, invo potion available as well for the Chinese. Off we go onto the Panda. Breath of Fire connecting well on both sides, but invo potion, no reju beneath it. Has to use a heal scroll to keep everything in fighting shape. Nice kiting by Chaemiko, but he's running out of steam quickly, especially with these level 2 breaths.
Yeah, the Breath of Fire is doing huge damage. Hey, man, dude, one more heal scroll, and I think he wins this fight, but he doesn't have that heal scroll. Chaemiko sticks around, though. He trusts in his abilities to still take this battle. Loses one more team, almost a second. Dispel comes through. The treants are gone. Even Militia now coming from the main, but not much uptime for Militia form.
Can the mortar teams disrupt this backline? The Archer putting in so much damage.
Wow.
Can 15 Sway save all the bears? Yep.
Dude, everything was about to die there for Chaemiko, but he keeps it alive and wins this fight. Wonderfully done by him. If I was him, I would have pulled that TP. I would have been afraid. But he knew about his abilities.
And he is super safe now and super confident, indicated by the tier 3 tech that just started. 15 Sway still at around 80. That's not too bad, but it's also a lot about items here. And Next heal scroll goes to Chaemiko. We saw in that very fight how important it is. Now it's red spot time.
All right. Seemed like Chaemiko gave a bit of the lead away in the early game by going for that footman attack that didn't quite kill the Expo. But I would say now he has reclaimed the lead again, especially with tier 3 finishing kind of soon. Well, it is certainly still a late tech, but we have huge upgrades coming with that tier 3. Frag shards, inner fire, and maybe a third hero. Doesn't want to lose the panda here. He did give over the rings, by the way, before the fight. I love that. And he will love this item as well. Warsong Battle Drums. Wonderful.
Exactly. On mortar teams and rifles, that's a huge damage boost. Let's see. On the rifles, it's +2 with more upgrades coming. And that's, of course, synergizes. On mortars, it's +5. So, next red spot for 15 Sway. Easy to creep with all that physical damage. Is he getting close to 5? Not really. Hero level's very, very even.
Heal scroll's gonna be hugely important on both sides, especially for the human, where everything is so low HP, the caster backline, you have to reinforce that with more healing. That's why the AM's making it to the shop. Will buy at least 1 heal scroll, buys in fact 2 heal scrolls. Now he's got 3! If he lines all this up with the tier 3 upgrades, this could make for a very powerful fight.
Chaemiko, of course, not willing to push at the moment. He wants to reap what he saw with the tier 3, control magic coming in, so tree and harass not really possible anymore. So what are we getting? Frag shards, paladin, inner fire?
I would certainly assume so. Chaemiko's lumber management also has been wonderful. Didn't even need a shredder this game. He's going tier 3. He's still got all the lumber in the world. Starting to deny even a few peasants for a bit more army. 1 more mortar team now being added. 3 mortar teams, I think, is still a decent amount. I think some humans sometimes overmake mortar teams, which sounds weird to say because they're so strong with tier 3, but you also need blockers, you also need rifles, you also need gyros, you also need casters. There's so many units you need as the human, which also can make it very tough to include a 3rd hero into this army.
Okay then, we'll see. Close to level 5. Panda of Chaemiko is already level 5 and the big upgrades are coming. The longer this game goes, sorry about the stuttering by the way, this is somehow Warcraft related. 15 Sway, like he needs an answer to this. He doesn't have too many fairies for AoE, for additional AoE. No chimeras. He needs no mountain giants. But a 2nd expo. I don't know if that's enough time.
Both players getting ready for a 3rd base, and Chaemiko also nicely protecting it. It was scouted with a wisp right away. Oh, we got Invis on the panda. Ooh, I like that. First Drunken Haze Battle Fire combo is going to come as a surprise. Here it is! Chaemiko beginning the kiting game. Doesn't want to fully commit just yet. He doesn't have the upgrades at the moment yet with Inner Fire.
Inner Fire is ready in 3 seconds. Panda's getting entangled. Can easily break through with Dispel though. Next Drunken Haze Breath of Fire. He's working with the damage over time really, really nicely. But we have a major number of heal scrolls. Panda in trouble. Might be going for that Invo Potion soon. Drunken Haze. Oh my god, these AoE combos are just gorgeous.
I think Chaemiko has had the better end of the stick here so far. Panda for him in trouble. Heal scroll first. Invo Potion also going to be needed. That's a big Invo Potion. Lots of heal scrolls were committed already. We got a mana potion still for 15 Sway. This Panda's going to have to do big damage, and I think he will. Dragon Eyes with the fire. Yes, again. 1 more heal scroll left. Chaemiko needs to pop it. There we go. And this might be the fight going to the human.
He's forgetting to macro a little bit. No reinforcements in the fight. While 15 Sways is continuing to build absolutely everything. Solid split by Chaemiko indeed. Keeper in trouble. Has the TP, of course. Oh, wow. That was so close. Now the Panda. How can he save him? Trying to staff back. What can he do? Oh, staff him out as well. Crazy moments here. Chaemiko has still 1,500 gold, can spend that bank and then push, as both players are on 3 bases.
Dude, what a sick engagement by Chaemiko. Panda out of Invis, Drunken Haze Breath of Fire initiates the fight, forces the Night Elf to chase him. Then he moves behind the tree line, making it hard for the slowed bears to connect to him with the damage, and the heal scroll is just perfectly enough to heal everything up there and win the fight for him. But it's not over yet. Chaemiko keeps fighting, and this time he's gonna have way fewer heal scrolls.
Yep. Can the Keeper even come back? I'm not 100% sure. Does he have to walk? Can he staff? Nope, staff's on cooldown. He's getting slowed. Is that just a TP for pretty much free? Yes, it is.
Good harass at the expo. The treants there preventing mining for the time being. But it will be reestablished at some point. Here we go. Panda's meeting again. Breath of fire on both sides. The Gyros, of course, having a tough time. So much experience on Chaemiko as well, by the way. He's closing in on the ultimate.
Oh, Panda has no items, and that is identified as the weakest link in Chaemiko's army. Nice dispels, though. Next Breath of Fire. This is a TP out this time. Takes one bear with him. Wow, these frag shots in the back. Doesn't lead to any kills, but 15 Sway finds himself on slightly above 50 pop. That's like nothing.
So much gold still for Chaemiko. Now it's easy to fit in a third hero. Paladin could be a huge help for him. Not doing it yet, but he's so close. The level 6 is within reach. Easily within reach, but perhaps even more important than level 6, perhaps even more important than a Paladin, is heal scrolls. He needs those heal scrolls desperately.
Yeah, I wonder... Oh, he has Mana Potion. Okay, so you can use Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, and everything else he needs. These mortar teams, man. I'm so in love with the mortar teams. Also in love with 3-base. How fast can 15 Sway catch up? He has no bank at all. He has only one Mana Potion, no Invul, no TP, no Heal Scroll. No Heal Scroll against a Panda close to 6 and Frag Shards Mortars. Good luck, 15 Sway.
1 point of experience. 1 XP missing. He could get it from the Wisp with the Breath of Fire, but I guess he reckons he can get it anyway with another kill.
He's waiting for the level 6, right? And then he gets... Here we go.
Yes.
And yet now he comes out of Invis with Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire ultimate. Is he not? Yeah! What a play by Chaemiko.
Ooh, baby.
Tear these bears apart.
The bears... Now suddenly the stronger ones on the human side with a Panda Bear with a Storm, Earth, and Fire. Could even use Taunt, so much DPS. Cyclone on the enemy Panda, how amazing is this?
Oh my god!
And the bears have no chance for the night.
That Fire Panda can solo this army alone. Taunt was used and that damage is just surreal.
Dude,
75
in the meantime, he went for a
damage.
Cyclone Surround on the enemy Panda, forced the staff out. Chaemiko playing like an absolute god.
Yep. Maybe Raptor Gaming paid extra this month. I don't know, but holy moly, that is a demonstration of force. And that's a killed Expo thanks to the mortars on a cost of a heal scroll. And the AoE damage is still good, but it's also level 6 mass teleport Archmage, Panda ultimate. That's too much.
15 Sway still has a third base that can now serve as his natural, if you will. But he lost so many units, he can't reproduce fast enough, and Chaemiko is still pressing forward. Chaemiko there a little while ago also lost lots of army, but in general he's keeping everything alive so nicely still with a huge bank. Chaemiko trying now to close out the 1-0. What is the way back into this one for 15 Sway? I think it has to be ultimates. I think he needs ultimates to have a chance here still.
He's so far away. In the meantime, he's trying to go for the long run because he still has the Tree of Eternity. Main bases are dry. So hold on until the human expo is down, harass in the meantime at the center expansion, and then just hope for the best, I guess, to rebuild. It's also a 1200 gold bank. You can't get ultimates if your heroes are dead, and I guess that's what's happening. Anti-magic, okay, seems like normal potions are out of stock. Okay, here we go. Save for a bit.
A little bit of moon juice is still left. Anti-magic, the Panda is able to run away until now. Has been dispelled. A couple of crits even coming in, but this human army is just too strong. The perfect mix of everything. A bit of breakers, a bit of casters, a bit of rifles and mortar teams. And of course, wonderful, wonderful execution by Chaemiko.
For the first time ever, I think our upgrade bar is just full because he possessed the treants. Then you get Ultra Vision and Nature's Blessing, so it's more than the max of upgrades we got here. And that Panda is finally gonna go down. Level 7 GG Chaemiko. What a god. On map 1.
Dude, what a performance. Perfect early game, and then such a strong late game as well. With a bit of a blunder in the mid game. That for the attack definitely backfired on him. It did some damage, but definitely not close to enough. And still then in the end looking so good. The triple heal scroll was important. But also the kiting game. The kiting game by Chaemiko, I think it's the best in the world. I think nobody's on his level.
It was pretty incredible. Okay, let's see how often he can do this. after this game. Thank you, DLD Wire, for the 100 bits. My favorite announcer, let's go. Taker, thank you for the raid. Faceman, thank you for the 3-month resub, as well as Alms. Let's go, Chaemiko. Got that. And Burning Blades, thank you for the 25-month resub.
All right, Chaemiko, one step away from the winner bracket final. And he must have been really excited, jumping in his chair when he saw the earlier result with Focus beating Happy. Happy normally the bane of every human's existence. Chaemiko might be able to dodge him today. I don't want to jinx anything here, but if all goes well, Chaemiko could evade the Emperor, perhaps.
And that would clear the path towards the round of 8. The winner of this best of 3 will be facing Focus. The loser is finding himself in the lower bracket semifinal versus Happy. Not too great. But yeah, I'd like that more as well. Like Focus versus Chaemiko, then 15 Sway versus Happy, and then of course the lower bracket. That's for me, personally, the best bracket possible.
Yeah, I think lots of fun matches here definitely possible, like the one you just mentioned. It's always a great joy when we have a 4-player group with all races represented. We can avoid all the mirror matches, and yeah, so far these games have been delivering. We're only 3 maps in, but already we saw tremendous play by many of our contestants.
I wouldn't mind to see a human mirror if it's as action-packed as the Leon and TeD games yesterday in the returning Meisterschaft. But yeah, all 4 races. I mean, 15 Sway is like a hybrid, right? Night Elf, human, can play both. But I don't think he's going to switch much here, as there is no possible mirror match. With that being said, enough of our faces and more in-game content. As Remo is blowing his nose, we go into map 2. Match points, Chaemiko.
Last Refuge, a map that I love to see in this matchup because it enables one of my favorite heroes, the Beastmaster. It seems like that's going to be the call here for 15 Sway as well. We have a Tavern build. Now, recently, we even saw a bit of Dark Ranger play being displayed, which is very, very old school. And for that reason, I don't think 15 Sway is going to do it at all. 15 Sway is the #1 new school Night Elf. He really doesn't like talents. He doesn't like the old school way of playing. He doesn't like Demon Hunter, Naga, one base, you know, against Undead, for example. He's part of the young gang. And for that reason, I'm pretty sure this should be a Beastmaster, though.
I would think so too. Thank you, Sagent Felix, for the 2-month resub. Altar is confirmed, and we are waiting. What's gonna get out of the tavern? Could also be a panda first or something, but that would be really odd. I wouldn't expect that. I mean, we all expect the Beastmaster, that's the norm. And Chaemiko was, I think, the first, or one of the first, to realize expansion versus Beastmaster, that ain't working. So let's tech and play this 1-base.
Yeah, exactly. The footy scout here is important, needs to figure out what's going on. Of course, the #1 item on the list of concerns is a Beastmaster, so you need to figure that out first, whether that is the case. And then, normally the Archmage only picks up the item from the green camp and then harasses right away. Because if the Beastmaster can't go for the Merc camp creep first, it's still a decent hero. You can still play it well, but he doesn't have that huge jump start that he ideally wants to have.
Okay. What do we got? Alta finished? Is it the BB Beastmaster? It absolutely is. Gosh, Talonfang is a nice last name. I would trade that for mine.
And Claws of Attack is a very nice first item as well. The footy, by the way, pulled the creeps, forced a couple of end snares. A few of the archers now quite hurt. That's dangerous against an Archmage. But the footman himself also very damaged, so a little bit of HP sacrificed. The archers can heal from the Moonwells. The footy can't really. And Chaemiko is ready to tango.
Tier 2 tech started, but very, very limited forces. He will lose the Summoner's War, as that is the last Water Elemental, as the Beastmaster has a lot more to work with. Ooh, that Fireball close.
Yeah, he got it with the Archmage. The Archer shot was a bit too early, so that's a little bit more experience to the AM. Now needs only 1 more Archer for the level up. I was thinking about how many bears he needs. Dude, I don't even know how much experience bears give.
I thought you know everything about bears. About these bears especially.
Yeah, I should. Does anybody know? Any knowers in the chat? Level 1 Water Elemental is 42 experience. I know that. Bear, 600 HP. Yes, feels like that would be right.
Maybe there's a hidden upgrade, so it gives less XP later on. That would be something, wouldn't it? Water Elemental expires, so it doesn't give any XP, and I think Chaemiko's job to keep the Beastmaster low was accomplished.
Yeah, the downside here, of course, is the Archmage isn't leveling at the same time, so he's stuck without an aura for a long while, which is a bit annoying. Going for a Dust of Appearance and a Footies coming around from the other side, trying to flank, trying to finally get some archers. And remember, 1 archer kill is enough for the level up, but the Beastmaster's the first to get the level 2.
Creep skilled the bear. That would have been extra experience. What are these footmen waiting for? For the creep to start, I guess. No pressure on Moonwells. Could have used these a little more efficiently, but wanted to stay in position. Now getting attacked, now putting in some damage, but also under attack. Look at this block.
Wow.
What a beauty.
That was a pretty sick block, and now he's also got defense finished. Defense toggling! That's right, that's the level of play that Chaemiko is operating at. Absolutely tremendous display so far by him. Didn't have much to work with until now, only a handful of footies. I think he lost the one low HP footman. Oh no, that one's actually in the main base, ready to be healed up later on. But AM low, couple of footies low. Very hard now for Chaemiko to continue to slow down the Night Elf creep.
The Beastmaster is surrounded by creeps, lol. Okay, salvages it now with the Nilu. Yeah, quite some damage.
Yeah, with the boots he has way more of an opportunity to chase down these footies. But still, with defend, they're very durable, especially against the archers. And okay, Chaemiko, I think he did his job well. He slowed down the Beastmaster creeping the way he wanted. The Mercamp creep wasn't allowed. He has now reached tier 2 and is going for a Blood Mage second.
Yeah, we have mana wars. After a summoner war on tier 1, we get a mana war on tier 2, as we have Blood Mage versus Demon Hunter. Depends on the control and of course the levels. Who wins this one? Bear will fall at some additional experience here. Archer's getting in position. Pretty clear by now that 15 Sway wants this mercenary camp very, very soon.
It's a Demon Hunter second again. This is the 3rd time now in a row I see on this map Demon Hunter second for Night Elf. For a long time there, it was the Naga second. Here we saw a fun interaction, by the way. Siphon Mana on Illusion insta kills it, which is kind of cool. Gets rid of the Beastmaster Illusion that way.
To ask you about that. I wonder why that is. It must be the illusion is 100% mana, and then just pops.
Might just have been a straight buff for the Blood Knight at some point, you know, like give another way of dealing with illusions. Hex
you
also
know that's intentional?
No, I don't know that it is, but it might be.
Nah.
Big mana potion here. Nice find. And all footies are still indeed alive and haven't even needed a regen scroll yet to heal up. If Chaemiko can manage to heal these up now with a priest and have all footies fully HP, that would be pretty impressive, man. Chaemiko again with a super clean early game.
Yeah, I love it. So efficient with his resources, which have to be because you don't have a second base this time. Siphon working well, but the summons were already used before, so 15 Sway is very much aware of what he's getting into.
Oh my God,
the priest is blocking
Are you
when the
kidding
second
me?
priest is coming in.
Are you kidding?
For the extra heal.
No.
And now he moves the footman back to heal again.
Okay, one
I
footy gonna
denies this
be
one.
denied. Oh my God, dude. What is going on? Chaemiko showing up today. Holy crap.
How tight are your pants right now?
Bro, you don't want me to move your camera, let me tell you. That was quite something indeed. But 15 Sway also got something done in the meantime. The Demon Hunter was creeping very nicely. Picks up the much needed level 3 now after having taken the Mercamp earlier on. Found some good items as well. Because with this kind of game, with this being the meta nowadays, what you expect on tier 2 is a tower push at some point by the human. That's what the Night Elf has to get ready for.
Yeah, especially in the hands of Chaemiko, but he's going for another Sanctum, the second one. Towers up as well. Feels like he's not going for that tower push. Boy's not called, ready to go into the late game. Tremendous items, gets the Mana Stone here. It's a lot of Flame Strike coming. We're splitting the map and creep more.
And there's something I've wondered about. Do humans really have to go for the push, or can they transition into a longer game on one base? And I'm not sure what the correct answer is, but what Chaemiko is showing here with a double Sanctum, if there is a way to do it, I think that's it. I don't think you want to go 70 supply against bears with just Rifle Caster. You need Breaker frontline, you need slow, especially, and then maybe one base versus one base as human here is indeed doable.
Okay, Chaemiko paving the way. Level 3 on the Blood Mage. It's an incredible level. Plus the level 2 Brilliant Zora. He's winning the mana war to a degree if he moves nicely. Cloak of Flames on the Demon Hunter, so he finally gets his full skill build unlocked. Yeah, just Creepcraft.
And I feel like that's better for the human, isn't it? Level 2 Siphon, maybe even level 2 Elementals could be good, and especially this Beastmaster, he's falling off. Demon Hunter can be strong, certainly, with high levels in the late game, but if he's siphoned and if he's slowed by the Sorks, he's also gonna be limited. But he picks up a strong level 4 here now. Very, very tanky Demon Hunter, picking up that ring as well.
Struggling a little with the turtle, who moves back. Smart turtle. Oh my god, Blood Mage is level 4 now. Got the solo experience. He didn't creep the Archmage any further than 3. Always moved him out of the way.
I think it's kind of cool. It's not an impossibility for this Blood Mage to get even level 5 this game. And level 5 against bears, whoo, that could be quite sick.
Yeah.
Wisp scouts where the human is. Like we all know, lots of creeps on LR, but we're starting to run out of creeps. Most camps have been taken.
The Gnolls are still available. 15 Sway is trying to get a base up. 4th production building for Chaemiko. Going for the gyros. I love it. A little bit of information. But how can he afford that? He's so greedy. He's banking 1,000 gold. Ah, Flame Strike creeping. I love it.
And again, solo experience. Despite the fact that the Blood Mage is level 4, where you have lots of experience punish, it's still solo creeping for the BM. Yeah, level 5 Blood Mage might be too strong to overcome, honestly. This could be fun.
You definitely need a level 5 Demon Hunter against it then? For mana burn. Invis,
sure that's enough.
It's
If
again
it just gets
Invis.
siphoned over and over.
Wait, can he kill
the
all the
archers.
archers with the
The
flame
archers,
strike?
bro. Oh, baby. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He's waiting for them to stand still. But 15 Sway is
don't.
moving them away. Very smart.
Damn, did he somehow smell this? No hawk involved to reveal anything?
Chaemiko still sitting at 50. Still banking. Oh, loses one peasant. He didn't scout the expo, did he?
Nope.
I think he's not aware.
But...
He's got a gyro, though. Should be easy to scout.
There's a Wisp in the meantime as well. We'll scout the movement of Chaemiko and scout if there's an expansion for the human as well as the bear is doing now. Dispel, dispel, dispel. There was a lot of it. Dude, we are getting level 5 soon, but here's the push. Another push. He really wants to get rid of that Arcane Vault. Blocks the tech tree for breakers. He queued 6 of them, though.
Yeah, very nice. Good presence of mind, realizing he needs to start that fast. Couple of more peasants go down. The lumber starting to look a little bit on the rougher side, but lots of peasants are still left, so lumber should be good enough, I guess. The gyro saw the expansion, importantly. Chaemiko knows it's coming up there on the high ground, and he knows about the timing, how much of that he has left over.
The great escape by 15 Sway, not getting caught on the high ground and now trying to drop the base. Chaemiko should be aware. But there's nothing here. Nothing in the base. He's moving back. Yeah, that must be too dangerous for 15 Sway to drop.
He's waiting for the human army to move out, and then he's going to have a great opportunity to drop in and do some big damage. And buy time. Most importantly, buy time for the expansion, which now is finally fully mining. That would be it. That would be the time. Yep. He moved the Zeppelin. He saw the army with a Wisp, I believe. All right, Chaemiko, is he going to TP back right away, or is he going to take out the expansion first? Tough choice now.
Quite surprised that he gets caught off guard by this and is not haunting the Zeppelin. The drop killed a bit, but not too much. Is he losing a bear? No. But the TP trade, and that is, of course, buying time for this expansion to pay off. 15 Sway very low on lumber due to the reinforced heights upgrade that are coming, and he's breaking into upkeep. So all the bank was spent except gold, which he will probably put into items. We still don't have a level 5 Blood Mage. Chaemiko, this is your time now, but this is a big Congo line and lots of time to react for 15 Sway.
15 Sway is low on lumber. 15 Sway is super low on lumber. He's got so much gold, can't really spend it. I think what he especially needs more of is fairy dragons. Only has a single fairy. That does not seem like it's enough. And the fact that he doesn't have enough fairies, too low on lumber, I think that's going to mean that he has to give up this expo. Flame strike. Oi! Barbecue time.
And just inches away from 5. It feels like Chaemiko has this in full control. 15 Sway with Roar. He's getting ready for the fight, but he can't make it to the shop anymore. Feels like that's a big mistake. Is slot starved anyway? But more heal scrolls against this would be advised. Man, 15 Sway, if he loses this push, he's losing his presence in the winner bracket and Face is happy.
First flame strike, zoning. Oh, Chaemiko's trying to pull him into the choke. This is the best position on the map for the human to fight. There's no way 15 Sway should take a fight here. But it seems like he might. Oh my god, the flame strike. Oh my god!
Let's go! This is insane damage for the Blood Mage. There's more. He's getting burned to a degree, but the bears are already at 50%. Heal scroll was used.
Oh god!
Burn! Korea!
Okay, actually Chaemiko is the one to TP out. But I think he may have traded better there, supply-wise. It's actually the Night Elf in the lead. But first now, all the bears have to be healed up.
And with mana being low, that's quite an issue. Good usage of slow as well. Archers are scouting on the high ground again to see if there's something happening. Maybe a sneaky expansion for Chaemiko when he feels too confident. Chaemiko's supply lead is gone. Army has been taken out quickly. Archmage still level 3.5. So abandoned.
Make it to the shop. Time for a new heal scroll perhaps. Sells one item. Oh, Archmage. Very far up front. That's perhaps a bit too much. Very hard, by the way, to micro this human army perfectly. Again, the kiting has to be excellent.
And the flame strikes as well. 4 units hurt. Demon Hunter level 5 now too. And that might win him the mana war. If the Blood Mage is in this position, super far forward. Invo Potion used. He has to drain a little more. Flame strike! That's 1. That's 2. Maybe even 3 bears.
Demon is about to run out of mana. That means no mana burn anymore. Soon he gets out 1 more though. And that means the Blood Mage himself, no mana at the moment. The kiting again. The slow is strong. The gyros working against the fairy dragons as well. Still very close to fair.
This Demon Hunter is packing a punch. Doesn't have an orb though. That hurts a little. But the Cloak of Flames is doing a magnificent job with the positioning here. Archmage caught off guard. So is the Blood Mage. Oh, the Dryad. Oh, everything is hurt. Big bastard just dead. Final level 4 on an Archmage. And what are you supposed to do now? You're gonna... You don't have any mana. Finally the fairy's coming in. But Chaemiko, what a series for him.
Yeah, such a sick execution again. Playing this kiting game perfectly is so hard. Only the very fewest humans in the world can do this. So many would have crumbled here under this bear pressure. It would have been so easy to do. A couple of more teams get caught out. That's 3 more teams going down thanks to the Dryad slow easy kills. But that hero kill was big. Blood Mage experience. Look at him go, boys. This might be a game for a Phoenix, perhaps.
The what? The what? The big orange bird, that's what we call him. Saw him yesterday in the Gym King of the Hill by, of course, AKM. But first we got Scorched Earth and more lags. Anyway, careful with the Dryad slow.
Oh, everything here is so hard. Oh, the archers, the bears. So many units about to go down. More experience. Oh, is it time?
He has no mana at the moment.
One more. Oh my god.
What a finish that would be.
Sick. 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 This Ancient of War would be enough. Trying to surround the Demon Hunter with Immolation.
Okay.
But he makes it to the shop.
Blood Mage is burning himself. Mana Potion to burn the last bit of mana that is remaining. Cloak of Flame still doing a little bit of damage, and the Flame Strike cancelled before the channeling was on.
Uses the Siphon again. Needs a little bit more experience. This Ancient of War. This is enough. This is enough. Demon Hunter has a solo defend. The Beastmaster isn't quite back yet. This means the Ancient of War should go down, I believe.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. How much mana is it though?
Oh! Maybe 200?
Oh, it's enough. It's enough. 175 then, I guess. Is it time? We see Big Orange Bird!
Oh my god. Amazing. Demon Hunter with the anti-magic potion. However, that one's getting dispelled. Now he's slowed again. The Big Orange Bird is too strong.
Casters are getting hurt too. I think only Metamorphosis can save Chaemiko now, but he's far away. Invis doesn't save you from immolation. That's nice, of course. Staff has to be used in the Demon Hunter soon. This Phoenix is doing so much work versus Bears. It's incredible. No rebirth, though, unfortunately. Big experience gain here, thanks to that summon kill.
Demon Hunter, you mentioned it. The immolation. That could win him the game still. The Blood Mage in trouble. Needs to be cast Invis to be saved. Oh my god.
Now the Demon Hunter is in trouble himself. Man, banger matches this week here in TeD Cup and on Back to Warcraft in general. The fairies are still putting in some damage.
Oh my lord.
The guts on Chaemiko to staying in this push.
Ooh. Dude.
Yep.
6 series, very fun. Chaemiko has to get back home. A Region Scroll, a Clarity or two would make a big difference. Also, Invul Potion, badly needed.
Yep.
Got a level 3 Bear now. What can he do? Normally, he's in charge of harassing the economy, which won't be active for too much longer. We're about to mine out over here.
Oh, man. 500 gold left. And then, of course, the free, quote-unquote, expansion for 15 Sway. Is this a game winner? Everything is healing currently. Invis saves over and over and over. That upgrade definitely paid off.
Yeah. Oh, the gyro. Ooh. Wow. Every little thing matters. Every little save is attempted. Chaemiko doing it absolutely wonderfully. Would love to be attacked into the main base. If he can fight behind the farm wall, that would be perfect. But of course, 15 Sway not gonna give him that gift. 15 Sway also has to be commended here. We've been focusing on Chaemiko, but 15 Sway also keeping his chances alive with the Demon Hunter. And this is what that hero can do, unlike the Naga. The Naga wouldn't be a late game carry. The Demon Hunter is.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, if a loss means that the next opponent is happy, I'd fight until the last little wisp as well. Oh, Rifleman exposed.
Oh. Can he save that one with Invis? Nope.
103 XP.
This time Chaemiko went for the dust. 15 Sway, I mean. This was perhaps his biggest mistake so far. Not going for the dust early enough. That could have been way more experience for him. Blood Mage, Invis. Oh, this is scary. Dude, imagine there's a dust out of nowhere. The game's instantly over. But he has to get this Invul Potion.
Big Bear in the base. It's very, very expensive to get rid of it. You can't control it, right? Because the unit level is too high, so you have to dispel it.
Is it too high?
I don't think you can control it. For some reason.
I would have thought it's possible, but I'm not sure. Alright, Blood Mage shows himself once again. Siphon mana. He's trying to drain this Demon Hunter. Oh, it's also brilliant. Even if the Demon gets level 6, if he has no mana, no reason to be afraid.
Yeah, even the mana burn is adding to that effect, and now he's gone. Like, no Metamorphosis here. The Flame Strike once more to get out of my front yard. But now we call all the boys. No main base anymore. Did 15 Sway uproot the tree? It's already on the way, and the Gyro saw this.
Doesn't have Nature's Blessing, though. It's taking a long time. What a game. Gyro goes down, more experience. The Demon Hunter, I think he's bound to get level 6 as well.
Big Orange Bird again. 2 Phoenixes in one game. Incredible.
Oh, rough position for Chaemiko. The casters and the more teams caught in a bad position behind the choke. Uh-oh.
No TP.
That might be level 6.
Flame Strike might be incredible here, though. As now, yeah, of course, the militia, they will all burn, but, you know, Labor Force, they have to suffer for the greater good. The Phoenix
Siphon.
position is great. The Siphon is as well. And there's more Flame Strike. Man, this Blood Mage is a game-winning second hero.
And now he's tanking in the front line with the breakers. This Phoenix is gonna go down again. Wait, that's level 6!
Oh my!
He doesn't have the mana!
Oh, needs a mana potion. Dryad's hard to deal with now.
Oh, the Wisps! Oh, the Wisps caught! Oh, one Flame Strike there could have been so sick.
That tree had to be uprooted to be able to be repaired.
The Demon Hunter. He used the ult! Demon Hunter Metamorphosis flank from the back. This is the way that 15 Sway has to try to win this game.
The AoE damage is stacking up like crazy. Next summon down, but that's exactly what you need. Heal Scroll committed, but there's another one by Chaemiko.
Oh, so many Dryads also close to dying. Water Elementals could be summoned again, perhaps. Maybe there's not enough mana anymore to dispel all of them.
Everybody's losing everything.
My goodness.
Burned by the flame is 15 Sway. Look at the block. Has to pop the invul potion. Hero Passant.
Metamorphosis has a long cooldown though.
Yep.
And I think Chaemiko knows this. Now is his time to attack.
And he can easily burn this tree. There we go. Oh my god. Level 3 Flame Strike is such a thing of beauty.
Demon Hunter coming in. He's got the anti-magic. Has to use it early. Without the rest of the army really being there, ready to fight. Dispel. Anti-magic over. Now he can be slowed and siphoned again. But his right click still scary.
Yeah, 15 Sway in the ropes. Needs a big comeback. Needs that one play. And that one play could be kill that Blood Mage. But you gotta be careful to not lose the Demon Hunter here. Healing on both sides. Invul potion on both sides. At least for a bit.
Oh my goodness, dude. What's going on here?
This game is so nuts. 15 Sway has barely anything left. The Bash Bear, though. He's scary. One bash and the Blood Mage is dead. Chaemiko playing with fire, literally. What the hell?
Oh my god!
How about the TP to the tree, of course?
Are you kidding me?
60!
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh no!
The Water Elemental's being summoned again.
Bash!
The Archmage is about to die!
No!
Oh, no way.
The
What?
Blink Bash Bear turns out to be the carry in that hero arena situation.
Dude, how crazy was that? I thought he had it. He had the level 6, he had the Phoenix, but it wasn't quite good enough.
That was
The Dryads
incredible.
proving to be too good there at the very end. Maybe not enough rifles. Hard to tell though. But what a sick game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just absolutely phenomenal. That's how awesome Human vs. Night Elf can be.
Yeah, come to think of it, I think having too many mortar teams was the mistake here. I don't think he needed mortar teams for, you know, being able to deal with buildings. He had Flame Strike for that, and rifles would have been better in these scrappy fights, in my opinion. Like the Dryads, when you trade them out, I think they're going to be better than the mortar teams. Mortar teams were sometimes getting caught out of position. Also, what was missing, which I noticed late, I think there was no Orb of Venom on this Demon Hunter, right?
Yeah.
I felt like
100% true.
I checked at some point, or did he sell it, maybe? I don't think he did, so that was also definitely something lacking there from the Night Elf.
But good for us. Just good for us. More games like these. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Game 3 here as 15 Sway. What a comeback. What a comeback. We decide all this on Tidehunters.
That was one of the craziest, closest games we've seen in a long time, man. That was a lot of fun. Map 1, pretty clear in favor of Chaemiko. 15 Sway, though, fought well against it. Fell behind early, came back before falling behind again, and the big macro game, Chaemiko really was able to shine. And this is what I love to see from players as well, being so good in two different kinds of games. Map 1, you know, fast expansion into macro, 2-base play, at some point even 3-base play, but then map 2, very different. 1-base, creeping, high-level heroes, no expansions at all about micro. Chaemiko almost won it. Is he getting nervous now, though? Because if he loses here, he will drop down into the lower bracket, into the waiting jaws of Happy.
He was so close of winning this series and of closing it out. Not even a double Phoenix could help him. Kind of funny how we talked about this 2 days ago, how underwhelming Phoenix is, and then boom, we get the proof right there, unfortunately. Anyway, Chaemiko upper left-hand side, 15 Sway bottom right-hand side, back to the keeper, and back to standard, I guess, for Chaemiko. Whoever wins here is in the winner bracket final, but how do you accomplish that? Is that still a one-base play, or do we use Tide Hunters for fast expansion?
Almost guaranteed fast expo, I would say, especially from the human side. This map is really good for fast expansion because it's easy to take. It's an easy level 2, easy, good items for the Archmage. There's a possibility for the Night Elf then to play hunts all in if the Archmage especially ends up being a little underleveled. But for the most part, it should be 2-base, I would expect.
A player's forces are under attack.
Well, I would agree. But maybe it's an aggressive play by 15 Sway. And then he can disrupt this expansion. Sometimes it's a little fragile, a little greedy. Everything has to be on point for Chaemiko for this to work.
First couple of items could honestly have a big impact. Some claws, some circlets would be a big help. That's exactly what the keeper starts off with. Chaemiko with Footy Scout, figuring out what's going on, threatening the Wisps a bit as well. Archmage, what's he gonna get? Ring +3. Okay, this is a bad start for Chaemiko and perfect for 15 Sway.
A town is under siege.
Okay. Did he pull out the creeps? Nope. Okay, so they will apply slow and everything. And he leaves Chaemiko alone for the most part.
Wisp thinking about the Deado, but good movement by Chaemiko. He's on point, reacting quick. Another ring. Okay. This reminds me of Todd's game yesterday in Meisterschaft. This is this is not very fortunate.
He's listening. Yeah,
Sorry,
double.
buddy.
But I mean, we got lots of rings on both sides, so evens out almost. And you can go to the marketplace if you want, trade it. All good.
15 Sway with expansion on the spot. I feel like this is pretty greedy. If this tree gets scout and cancelled, he would be in serious trouble. But maybe he's doing the right thing after all, because Chaemiko is now focusing on his own expansion. Maybe this is going to keep him busy for long enough as he keeps creeping at the Murlocs, gets very close to 3. And the creep route is indeed mirrored for the team.
I'm not against another 2-base tier 3 game. That was fun on Autumn Leaves. Yeah, no all-in, no Huntress, not the way Foggy would play it. But to be honest, Foggy is probably the only player who does it anyway.
And that's level 3 for the Archmage. Picks up the next item, Gauntlets. Gauntlets and Ring, pretty good for a second hero, whoever he chooses. For the AM, not so much. And this Greedy Expo actually works out. Actually wasn't scouted, actually wasn't cancelled. Of course, the human expansion is much faster. But the tech for 15 Sway is gonna be in the Night Elf's favor.
Has the archers ready for the defense. There we go.
Oh.
Even the save is on point.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm kind of confused how little harass there is by 15 Sway. Feels like a wasted opportunity.
Wait a minute, is this enough damage? Is it a water elemental? Oh, if this is a cancel, that's a huge problem. That would be terrible for 15 Sway. Again, Chaemiko's committing hard to the kill, just like he did on map 1. There, it was a miscalculation.
Whoa!
Repair, where's repair? He can't do it! Oh my god, split second. The building wasn't quite finished yet, and that's a huge cancel. Incredible punish. I thought it was enough. I thought the expansion was done, but it wasn't. And the gamble backfires. 15 Sway could have proxy explode. That would have been safe. But he was a bit too greedy.
And that's what you get when you don't harass the human. And when the human is able to harass you with water elementals and footmen. Ouch. The
That's
tech
so bad.
is laid.
so bad.
The
Oh,
expo
the footy.
is gone. The footman is there. And so is the staff.
Oh, wow. Chaemiko, he had to fight tooth and nail, and map 2 didn't go quite towards him, but not flustered on map 3. Absolutely wonderful play by him, showing us who's boss, who's the better player, and wants to convince us that map 2 was only a fluke.
Yeah. Oh, that feels bad for 15 Sway. He just got the momentum. He just got that big win on map 2 thanks to the bear and all. And then Chaemiko puts down the hammer. Oh, that's hard to swallow.
Yeah, he's macroing up also well behind this. We got the Lumber Miller coming, shop at the expansion. Archmage still running around, still looking for more harass opportunities. He got the boots as well, I like that. Boots, ring, and gauntlets. Gonna be all wonderful for the second hero. Can he get the cancel once more?
No.
He doesn't have elementals. He doesn't have footies. This shouldn't work.
Well, let's see. He does like 30 damage per hit. No. Nope, that's not enough. But damage is done already. Panda second.
Oh, Keeper with the entangle, ready to perhaps force a TP. Archmage trying to run out of range with the boots. The telestaff on cooldown. A little bit too long, perhaps. Oh, or is it? No, he gets away.
He was ready for another entangle, but did not. Wasn't in range. Arm was already coming up. Sonic-esque, but not there. Do we have a blacksmith? Ooh, that's late.
Yeah, rifle production will definitely be quite delayed here indeed. Lumber also not looking too perfect for Chaemiko, perhaps. Not enough peasants at the expansion. But tier 2 done in a moment. He can go for a second hero certainly. And the footies. Oh, the footies are moving out. That's a big footy attack. 8 footies on the way. And the Archmage is ready with his telestaff to join them.
Damn, you're really quick at counting, Remo.
Yeah, I was almost able to do that with the 2 hands that I have that God has given me. And second hero time again is the Panda. And this time around, this might be enough damage to take out the tree. Map 1, it didn't work, but here, seems to me like this could be enough.
Oh, man. That's the knockout punch if it works again. He can't cancel it. He didn't mine a dime. Water Elementals, okay. Getting a little bit of damage in now. Next Breath of Fire. The repair is gone soon. Dude,
Yep.
Chaemiko's calculations are on point here in game 3.
Doesn't even have a heal scroll this time, doesn't need it. Maybe the Panda's gonna go down, but well worth the sacrifice. That's checkmate. This game's over.
I think so too, especially when you get the Panda surrounded. No staff, only a TP. Can he keep this closed? Can he keep this closed? Oh my god.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. If you're a 15 Sway fan, denies the water elemental, cause he can.
Yeah, wonderful display. Absolutely gorgeous. Days like these, plays like such, made me a big Chaemiko fan, and today he makes all the human fans proud. What a sick run. So far, wonderful play and the deserved upper bracket finalists.
What a bracket we got to our hands. It's the Korean Derby between Focus and Chaemiko in the winner's bracket, and in the lower bracket we got Happy versus 15 Sway. Promising. Very, very promising. 15 Sway has to step it up a little bit, but he can play Mass Air very, very well, and this seems like Happy is vulnerable to that style. Depends, of course, if 15 Sway is willing to go that route, and if he's playing it as efficiently as the Moon can. But there's certainly a possibility for an upset, and there's... I don't even dare to say it. There's a possibility of Happy getting eliminated in round 1 of the lower bracket.
Yeah, that seems almost unthinkable. But that goes to show how strong this group specifically is. Group D, the group of death delivering so far. We've had a few fun games already. And the good news is, we got even more coming. 3 series still left to determine our 2 advancees.
That's exactly true, Remo. We have to take a little break because we have to do map picks and bans for our 2 players here. They should know each other inside out pretty much. What we can show you in the meantime is the merchandise for Rara Land, because that is out since yesterday. The propad.gg shop is up. If you're at Rara Land, you can use the coupon code RARAPICKUP to save on shipping, but all you guys who are just watching from home can, of course, order as well. It's up on our Twitter, on our Facebook, on our Instagram, in our Discord. And that's the 2 most promising things. The t-shirt, the Rara Land t-shirt, good old black, good old yellow, back to Warcraft standard. And you can also get a mouse pad, a big one or a small one, whatever you prefer, with Ra 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 Land. Remo, did you place your order yet?
Well, what do you mean did I place my order yet? I'm expecting that stuff for free.
Nothing's
And,
for
you know-
free in this world. Everybody comes as a price, so get your order in. Support.
And if I'm gonna do some raffles in Hamburg, who knows what happens? You know, there's always some breakage. There's always some spillage. You know, you know how it is. You know how it goes.
You know that MTV show Room Raiders? We're gonna do that at your room before you check
Listen.
out.
Also, doing inventory, overrated. You know, nobody needs to do inventory.
Oh.
That's so 2021. Come on.
All right, then we go into a little bit of a break. As I see, I messed this up. We go into a little bit of a break, and then we have Focus versus Chaemiko, Happy versus 15 Sway, and the lower bracket final. See you in a bit.